Hi, I'm Maurice.
And I'm Jordan.
Welcome to Advanced Comics for September 19th, 2012. Let's get right into some comic books. Our first book for this week is Justice League number 0 with Billy Batson as Shazam on the cover. This issue is going to be when he finally becomes Shazam in the New 52. So you're going to want to check it out. A lot of people in the comments below this book in anticipation have been requesting, when are you finally going to give us a Shazam book? Who knows, but this is kind of the closest we're getting for this character is Justice League number 0. Also, it's going to have the backstory of Pandora and her origin, so you don't want to miss that. And you will get some seeds planted that lead towards the Trinity War. So lots of important details in here, and just, it's cool to see Billy becoming Shazam.
Up next is Star Trek number 13. In this standalone issue, we see the day in a life of the red shirt.
Apparently they're somehow in on the joke, is what it said in the description for this. So I don't know how comedic it's going to be, or if it's going to be kind of depressing and sad. Like, hey, I'm an engineer, and lots of us die. Following that, we have Spider-Man number 5. This is the last book in the Spider-Man crossover, and Pete's going to find a way back to his own universe. And the big question for this finale is, will Pete give his blessing to Miles? And my big question on my heart is, does Miles care? He's already Spider-Man in his own right, and kind of had his own origin there, so.
Up next is The Shadow number 5. Kondo's trap worked beyond his wildest expectations, trapping our heroes deep in the kingdom of Buffalo Wong. Meanwhile, The Shadow plans a cataclysmic showdown with his foes, but first he's got to get unstuck from the kingdom of Buffalo Wong.
And following that, we have Doctor Who number 1. All of you Whovians out there, I know, will be chomping at the bit for this book. It is going to feature Matt Smith, the 11th Doctor, and it will come out alongside the Assimilation Star Trek crossover book. So lots of anticipation for where Doctor Who's going to go in this iteration of the comic, and I don't know. We don't really know much about the story with this one, so I don't really have much to give you, but I know that all of my friends who are Whovians will be excited to check this one out.
And finally, we have Before Watchmen, Night Owl number 3. It looks like the partnership of Rorschach and Night Owl is going to get a little bumpy with the introduction of a lady friend of Night Owl's. Oh, and Crimson Corsair.
That a little story tacked on there at the end. Well, that was our last book this week. We do want to talk about a few other things. The first of which is the movie Dredd.
In 3D.
Yes, it's in 3D. It looks really good. Jordan was talking about the trailer and saying how, I don't know, he thinks it's probably going to be a really good movie. I really don't know much about it myself, but I don't know. To be honest, the first thing I thought when I've seen pictures of it is I really wish I was in the movie. Because it seems like something that's going to become a cult classic like the moment it comes out, and that even if it doesn't make it mainstream, that a lot of the fanboys and girls are going to love this one for a while.
And he doesn't take his helmet off. Never.
Lots of helmet hair. I mean, like, this is just shave. Maybe the helmet eats his hair. And the last thing we want to talk about is Revolution on NBC is starting. The pilot was directed and by Jon Favreau.
Yep.
And it's a J.J. Abrams story. I'm actually going to be a part of a podcast and vlog detailing each episode of the show and following its progression and giving you backstory and stuff like that. So I'll be getting you guys more information about that. I don't know. It looks really good. The news right now about it, or a couple weeks ago, was that NBC leaked the first episode before it came out. The first episode has now come out, so I don't know. If you've seen it, let me know what you think. If you haven't and you're interested, I think it's going to be a great show. I think it's going to become, I hope it becomes the next Lost, with something that has that level of alternate reality game and just tons of information. It already seems like it's subtly referencing different historic events, and so characters might be leading towards character traits of who they reference and stuff like that. I haven't done that much research yet, but I just hope that it has that depth like Lost did. I'm excited for it. That's all we have for you this week. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and comment below.